I'm making this video to hopefully give some others some ideas of repurposing an old lawnmower. So this mower was given to me for free. Has the old school opposing twin there. Seems to be a fairly durable engine. First thing I did was add a bench seat, and that was a good idea. So the kids love playing with this thing. My wife and kids call it the putt-putt mower, and it's just a great mower or tool to have around. Now, I own heavy equipment, and I still find myself using this thing all the time just due to the convenience of it. I take pretty poor care of it, as you can see, and it always starts, runs, does the job. After adding the bench seat, I added this bed to it, which you see here. Now that's the original bed, but eventually I had a broken wheelbarrow and I added this dump bed here from that broken wheelbarrow. So how this works is you see the railroad spike, pull the handle for that, and dump bed away. And wife uses that all the time for doing yard work. That was a good addition. So something that is maybe ominous or unclear, you see there is a car battery under there. Now this is a cheap car battery. I don't know if you've paid attention to the price of mower batteries, but they are not cheap and they are very small. So when I got this mower, the charging system did not work, and it had a bad battery, of course, too. So added the car battery in place of the regular mower battery with some free battery cables from work. And since the charging system didn't work, instead of repairing it, I added something quite interesting. A semi-truck alternator. Now this alternator is rated at around 120 amps. And I mounted this thing directly to the hydrostat. Let me see if I can get you some footage of that. So, nothing to be proud of there, but this is something that is such a stupid idea, but it worked out amazingly.
It did not work out.
It did work out.
No!
So anytime the engine is running, it is turning this semi-truck alternator. So this tractor unit doubles as a jump start vehicle for every vehicle that I own. It is quite capable of charging it and jumping it. So that's maybe something to think about as you're building up your cheap lawn tractor, lawn mower, versatile machine. Now, to make this alternator setup work, running off the hydro, I did have to get rid of the gas tank that is generally underneath the frame of these tractors, and I bought just a cheap Amazon, eBay gas tank and mounted it under the hood. So the only downside of that is you can't fit a very big gas tank under the hood, which that could be a downside or a plus, depending on the age of your kids. They might try to take your lawn tractor and run away from home or something silly like that. I don't know. But since this only holds a gallon or two, I seem to be filling it up quite often. Now, another tip on a cheap lawn tractor repair upgrade is when you have a flat tire, if it is due to dry rot, which is pretty common if you're getting a free machine or anything that's really old, is instead of replacing the tire, which is a little bit expensive, you can actually drill a hole in the tire and fill the tire with spray foam, which is a cheaper and longer life option, which is what I did to both of the rear tires on this machine, and is probably what I'm going to be doing on the front tires of this machine now that they're starting to have problems. Here's a little bit better look at that battery and maybe the alternator. a closer look at my minimally engineered hinging latch mechanism for the dump bed. That was originally a wheelbarrow, so if I'm gonna lock it there. No, I didn't plan this out, but that holds that open. And simple as that, just some scrap square channel and other scrap junk I had around. I hope this gave some others some ideas of repurposing an old mower or just fixing up something pretty cool for the kids. I do eventually intend to install a front loader for it and run a hydraulic pump off of the engine. I think that would be really cool, and I think the kids would get a ton of use out of it, hopefully for the better. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Keep thinking.